Hello, beautiful people. Today I wanted to record a video about the changes which were made by the Balance Council, because as you know, this is a new mechanism that started, I think, a few months ago. And basically, the thing is that with some of the general concept in its own, it's definitely a good idea, because every month we receive 40 changes, which is a lot, and meta changes every month. But regarding the changes that were made, I would say that I don't agree with lots of them due to several reasons. So let me just maybe discuss all the cards. We have 40 cards, so it's a lot. I'll try to keep this video short. Yaga. Right now, the power is increased by 2, which doesn't change a lot, to be honest. Only 1 point of boost. It's basically pretty much nothing. This is, in my opinion, MM card for 12 points of provision. I don't think it will impact this card in any way. I would say that it's gonna be pretty much the same as it is right now. It will not be played often. Cave Troll, this is a good change in my opinion. It should be definitely in this way. 7 points of power plus this armor here for 9 points of provision. This is decent. When it was 6, it was in this danger that if somebody plays Vigo's muscle, he could take this card away from us. The sausage maker, yes, definitely this is a good change. It has also an intimidate. It's gonna be difficult for this card to stand for 3 rounds, although it has this resilience thing and this fee. It has the place in the game, and I will definitely try this card this season. But to be honest with you, it's still a difficult card, and it has some kind of a it needs some kind of a setup. So good change, definitely a point for this one. Vincent Mace. Set the power of an unboosted enemy unit to 1. Well, it might seem like it's okay, but it's average. 1 point of boost, yes, definitely this is a good change. Also, I agree, and this is like the direction that this game should aim, because we need to see changes in the cards that are not being played at all, and this is a nice change. Nausicaa Sergeant, yes, also in my opinion, good change. 6 points of provision for 10 points, it's decent. Definitely I will agree on this one. That's the way it should be. This is a perfect, place where this card should be. Bear Witcher, also a good change. It needed a buff for 5 points of prison. 8 was not enough. 9, I think, yes, this is a good change. So I would say, that's the way it should stay. Drummond Queensguard, yes, also a change in a good direction, but I would say, it will not be played often. I created even yesterday a deck with this, and I tried many configuration of this deck. Believe me, I worked hard to get a deck with this card, and I would say right now the power is on point. It should be 5. This is perfect, but regarding the provision, I don't think it's gonna change that much, and this card you will not see this card often. It should be 4 points of provision with 5 points of power, and then it would be perfect. Slave Driver, definitely not a good change. 3 points of power, yes, I agree with this, but still this provision, this is the problem. This is a 6 provision card, guys, and I don't see it in any other way, because then once again we have the old combo with Nausicaa Sergeant, which should be already out of the game, because it's too much, guys. And this is a 6 provision card in my opinion, especially, once again, I'm gonna repeat it, if you're gonna compare it to hunters and river scouts, so definitely this is not comparable. This is a way better card. That's why it should be for 6 points of provision. Redanian Archer, yes, another good change, but I think also it needs another buff, so not 3, but it should be for 4 points of provision, especially that here it's all about the armor, and this armor, it's it's easy to get rid of this, so I would say once again it needs to be boosted. A mutant, also a good change, guys. For it's interesting. Definitely I will try to create a deck with self poison. Now decreases 6 points for 14. I would say not a good change. You know, it should be at 7, because right now you will not see this card being played in this first version. Definitely everybody will gonna go for this premium version, and no wonder it's gonna be like this. But you know, maybe it will change only the mechanic of the way you play in a harmony decks with this. But it could be 7, and I think that they are more important cards to be changed, that they are not being played at all, that it needs a change. Kraken, also great change. I was also voting for this card, so in my opinion that's the right direction. Perfect. Regis Bloodlust, I say yes, this is also a good change. 18, it's still a good value, and especially if you're gonna have this combo that I'm quite often using with Imlerit and Ozreal, it will make this combo a little bit weaker, but not weak too much. So I would say it's okay, but guys, let's not focus on the cards that they are, you know, already changed. Let's focus on some cards that they are not being changed at all, and they need a buff. This one, to be honest with you, like, I'm kind of neutral. Maybe it could be changed, but this is not like the card that should be changed in the first row. They are more important cards that they need to change. Ivar, Evil Eye, completely I don't understand this change. This is like swap the unit's power with enemy, so it's like it's not a boost. It's like weakening the card, because you're giving 4 points to your opponent, not 3. But I mean, what kind of difference is this? This is only 1 point. There's nothing. This card should remain even on, let me say, 1 point or 2, whatever, but the provision cost, that's the issue. So it should be definitely 11 points, at least 11 points, because it makes a huge point swing. Coral, I really don't understand this change. Somebody can think that, oh, this card package was all over the Skellige decks, but I would say this is pretty random. You need a certain card to have in your deck. Not always you're gonna draw this card. Usually when you play Coral and the other discard package cards, then you don't play cards like a Royal Decree or Oneiromancy. This is like replacement for this two consistency cards, and this is very random. Sometimes you may start with Coral, you're gonna get Birna Brand, Skirmir Shares and Morkvark, and then you have a really good start. Plus you are on blue coin, so you have also the Mask of Uroboros, which is great, but generally you will never meet this you know, all these expectations, and you will always sometimes miss something. And Coral can be even drawn in third round of, or maybe not even in third round. So it's like, I would say it could stay at 7, and I would be perfect with this. For me, it's like weakening Skellige once again. Frenzy DAO, okay, but I don't know, I partially agree, because this Frenzy DAO was all over the place. So right now maybe it's gonna discourage some guys from playing this card. So I would say it's a decent change. Right now it plays for 13 points for 7, so I would say yes, this is a good direction, but let's keep it in this zone, and let's don't change it at all. Fitr and Aldia, I really don't understand this change. 6 for 6 was good. It was only like a 2 points, and then you still had to meet this expectation of Horde, which is not that easy to meet. Only if you play Hidden Cache. I would say it was not necessary. I would still opt for 6 points of power, 6 points of provision. Prince Willem, yes, a very good change. This is very random. You can only get one card from your deck, 1 gold card. So I would say 1 for 6. Yes, this is a good change. Giant Toad. I don't know if that was necessary, maybe, but I don't know what's the point of weakening this Deathwish deck if they are. It was not the meta. It was a strong deck, but definitely it wasn't the meta, and I think there are more important cards that need to be changed. Bloodsend, yes, a change for a good direction. I would say right now definitely we're gonna see more vampires, which is good also. Definitely I can agree. With Inspired Zild, not really. I wouldn't agree on this one, because this is the best leader ability regarding Northern Realms right now. you know, giving a boost to this inspired zeal once again. It was, you know, it was you know, changed last time. Right now it's going back. It's like going back and forth, back and forth. For me, changes like this, they make absolutely no sense. And it's like you're going like you're taking one step forward, one step back. So basically nothing is changing. Madame, for, yes, maybe it was necessary because it was in every Syndicate deck. I also used it a lot, and I know that this is a strong combo. So I would say 4 and 14 right now with this Slice Reducer and Passiflora. It's alright, but let's keep it in this zone. Let's not change it at all anymore. Novigrad, I mean, for 12, it's heavy, to be honest with you. 12, it's a lot. It was starting at 10. I don't know if you remember, guys. Right now 12, it's kind of, you know, a lot. Definitely it will discourage guys from playing this card, and it will be not played in all the Syndicate decks. Let's see how it's gonna work. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. Lord Riptide, yes, also a good change. For 8 it was super cheap. I played in every single monster deck a Lord of Riptide because it's a super strong card with the clash ability, amazing. It can be even 10 for 10 and it's still gonna be alright. So I would say definitely a change in a good direction. Conjurer's Candle, I remember when it was starting, I think at 6, as far as I remember, a long time ago. Right now they changed it into 8. Okay, I understand that it was being played in every deck. Okay, I get it, but at the same time you're just weakening Syndicate faction a lot. So last council was like all the way like, let's improve Syndicate. Right now let's weaken the Syndicate as much as we can. So as I'm saying, we are just like going from one wall to the other. So in my opinion, I don't know, I'm not sure about it. Dennis Kranmer, I mean, some guys, they really want to get rid of this dwarf deck with armor. It was all over, and at some point it was a meta deck. So I would say maybe it's okay, but let's see how it's gonna work. I'm not sure about it, but definitely right now we will not see Dennis being played that often. Corrupted Flaminica, one of the changes that I don't agree. I created a deck a few 2 days ago with Corrupted Flaminica. Definitely it would be better 7 for 7, but okay, that's the change. We need to accept it. But to be honest with you, this was not this card that was like the most important to be changed. This change I don't understand at all, completely. Once again, discouraging people from playing this discard package makes absolutely no sense for me. Certain reasons are standing behind this. You will see soon when I'm gonna speak about the different cards. It should be at 4 points of provision, 4 points of power with conditioning. It's not that easy to get skirmishers always, so I would say this is a definitely very bad change. It should be 4 points of provision. This also, I don't agree with this one. I know it was played all over the place. For me, it should be 4/4. I know that some people they were using this, I think, Evented Plunder, that's the name of the card, just to get 12 points of value and to discard both of them. But it was very conditional. I think there are 7 spenders, so you had 1 chance out of 7. Okay, 3 chances out of 7 to get this card, and not always you were getting this. Basically, when I tried with this Evented Plunder, I didn't get it quite often. Maybe in 20% of the cases I was able to do this combo and to get 11 points actually. Okay, now we have the Water of Brooklyn. Yes, a change for good. Definitely it was not played at all. It was too expensive right now for 10. Once again, let's hope this card will be played. This is a change in a very good direction. Magic Compass, yes, I also agree. 11 was too much, it was too heavy. Right now 10, it's perfect. It cannot be changed to 9 because then it's gonna be played all over the Golden Necker decks. So it needs to remain at 10. That's perfect. That's the sweet spot for this card. Lydia, also a change for good. That card was not being played at all. I remember also a long time ago when in every assimilated deck this card was present. Right now it's not being played at all, so this is definitely a good change. Prot of Leather, I don't think that it will change anything because it's still too weak. You would have to give all this bleeding to one card. What's the point of doing this? Maybe you can, I understand, but on the other hand, I don't think this is like anything that's gonna affect the game. It will be played more often, definitely, but it will not change anything. Thirsty Dame, completely I disagree with this change. It should be 6 points of provision. Definitely this card needs to be changed once again. It made this deck with Imposter and all this poison, locks and all the other stuff the most toxic deck in the game. Once again, it's a meta deck, so I would say this is a very bad change, and once again we're going back to nilfgaard decks. It seems like there is some kind of a lobby of guys who are voting for nilfgaard, and they are missing, you know, like this dominance of nilfgaard decks. I don't agree. I completely disagree with this one. It's super toxic, and it should be for 6 points of provision. Sorcerers of Don Blatana. Well, I'm not sure about this one. In my opinion, not the provision was the issue, but the issue was the power. So it should remain at 6 points of provision, as it was, but the power should be changed to 5, and then it would be perfect. Right now, it's too cheap. I would say for 5 points of provision to create a bronze scoiatael deck, it's too much. So definitely this card will be played a lot. Wild Hunt Rider, yes, this is a change in a good direction, but the same should be with the skirmishers, and the same should be with casino bouncers. All these thinning options should be for 4 points of provision. And I know that we would see a lot of them, but that's the thing, that you will get all the golds. And if you spend, let me say, 14-13 points of provision, that's why you want this card to be played. You don't want to remain this card at all times in your deck. You want to draw this card. That's why we need cards like this, and all these cards should be at 4 points of provision. The same goes with Mahaka Volunteers. Great change, good direction. All these cards should be at 4 points of provision. The same goes with Hunting Pack. I agree. Right now, definitely nilfgaard got lots of boosts, so nilfgaard will be played quite often. Many decks, many guys will use nilfgaard. But just imagine that right now this deck is for this card is for 4 points of provision, and at the same time you have cards like Anglerfish that needs to meet 2 expectation with the rain. So the rain needs to be in 2 rows. The rain needs to remain at least in 1 row, otherwise this card goes back to your deck. This is very difficult. And Anglerfish, if this card is for 4 points of provision, and we know that nilfgaard gives lots of statuses, so especially a card like Anglerfish should be for 4 points of provision, and also power of this Anglerfish should be changed to 4, and then it would make this card playable. The same goes with the crows. The crows are not being played often. There is only one, this spam deck with crows, that is you know, like I came across it a few times, but other than this they are not being played often, and it should be changed. I mean, the skellige should be buffed. Skirmishers, anglerfish, and also these crows, they should be for 4 points of provision. Werewitcher, great change, I agree. For 5 points of provision it was too much, it was too expensive. Right now it's on point, 4 points of power, 4 points of provision, perfect guys. That's a good change. So these are my takes on the new changes. As you can see, with some of them I agree, with some of them I don't agree. For me, the worst thing about this balance council is that we're going back and forth with the same cards, and it's like you know, pulling a rope, sometimes to the left, sometimes to the right, but we are still at the same spot. What I would like to see in this balance council changes is that we are taking care of the cards that are not being played, or we are taking care of the cards that are being played too often. But the general approach should be that we are heading in the direction of boosting the cards. That would make the draws not that often happening. That's first thing, and all the things should be in this direction, that we are going for more points. That would be perfect. Some of the changes, they go in this direction, some unfortunately no, but we shall see. But definitely Inspire Yield, for instance, for me it was like last month we did it the other way, this month we are doing this the other way, and it makes no point. And once again you will see Inspired Zeal played all over for sure. That's gonna be #1 deck from Northern Realms, I'm sure about it. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, thank you for your time and support. Please like, subscribe and comment guys. See you in the next video. And last announcement guys, please go to the nearest shelter and adopt a dog. Thank you very much guys, bye bye.